The letter arrived folded in half, like it was trying to hide the disappointment inside. Not selected. Just 2 words. No explanation, no encouragement, no second chance. The boy stared at it for a long time. Not angry, not crying, just quiet. Because this wasn't the first rejection, and deep down he knew it wouldn't be the last. But what nobody saw in that moment was that something else had also arrived with that letter. A decision. A quiet, dangerous decision. If the world kept closing doors, he would stop knocking and start building his own. His name was Daniel. He grew up in a narrow, one-room house at the edge of a noisy town. The roof leaked when it rained. The fan only worked when someone kicked it. And dinner depended on whether his father found work that day. Daniel didn't have toys. He had imagination. He didn't have a study table. He had the floor. Every night, he studied under a dim yellow bulb that flickered like it was about to give up. Sometimes it did. And when the light went out, Daniel kept reading in the dark, pretending the moonlight was enough. Other kids talked about vacations. Daniel talked about survival. But he never complained because he believed something simple. If I work harder, maybe tomorrow changes. At school, Daniel wasn't the smartest. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the most confident. But he tried, and he tried harder than anyone. Still, rejection followed him everywhere. He applied for a scholarship, rejected. He tried to join the debate team, rejected. He auditioned for a science competition, rejected. Every time, the same polite smile, the same soft voice, maybe next time. But next time never came. His friends slowly stopped asking him to join things. Teachers stopped noticing his effort. Even his relatives began saying, maybe he's just average. That word hurt the most, average. Because Daniel wasn't trying to be average. He was trying to escape a life that felt permanent. But the world didn't see effort. It only saw results. And Daniel had none. One evening, Daniel overheard a conversation. His father was talking quietly to his mother. I don't think we can afford his schooling next year. Silence. Then his mother replied softly, he tries so hard. Daniel froze outside the door. For the first time, he realized something terrifying. Failure wasn't just emotional, it was expensive. That night, he couldn't sleep. He looked at his worn-out shoes, his torn notebook, his rejection letters stacked like a reminder, and something inside him shifted. He stopped asking, why do I keep getting rejected? He started asking, what do they see that I don't? That question changed everything. The next morning, Daniel did something different. He didn't apply for anything, didn't try to impress anyone. He started observing. He watched the top students, how they studied, how they answered, how they thought. He watched confident speakers, how they paused, how they used silence. He studied people, not just books, and slowly he began rebuilding himself. He woke up before sunrise, read for an hour, practiced speaking in front of a cracked mirror, recorded his voice on an old phone, listened, improved, repeated. No one told him to do it, no one noticed, but rejection had turned into something else, relentless power. Each no became fuel, each failure became direction. Months passed. Daniel applied again for a scholarship. This time, the interview panel leaned forward. He spoke clearly, confidently, calmly. They asked difficult questions. Daniel didn't panic because he had already faced something harder, being ignored. A week later, another letter arrived. He opened it slowly. Congratulations. For the first time, rejection didn't win. The scholarship changed everything. New school, new environment, new opportunities. But Daniel didn't change his mindset. He still woke up early, still practiced, still improved. Soon, he wasn't just catching up, he was leading. He joined competitions, won debates, started mentoring other students. People began asking him, "How did you become so confident?" Daniel would smile. "They rejected me enough to teach me how." Years later, Daniel graduated at the top of his class. He started a small learning platform to help students who felt invisible, just like he once did. No big office, just a laptop and a mission. That platform grew. Hundreds of students, then thousands. Some of them came from homes just like his. And every time someone succeeded, Daniel felt like he was rewriting his own story. The boy who was called average was now creating excellence. Rejection didn't break Daniel. It refined him. Because rejection is not a wall, it's a mirror. It doesn't say you're not good enough. It shows you where to grow. Most people stop after hearing no, but a few listen deeper. They hear the hidden message, not yet, not like this, try again, stronger. Daniel stopped chasing approval. He started building ability. And once ability grows, approval follows. Relentless power isn't loud, it's quiet discipline, daily effort, unseen improvement. It's choosing growth when nobody is watching. He looked at the room full of young faces, some confident, some unsure, some carrying invisible struggles. Daniel said softly, "You don't need everyone to believe in you. Just don't stop believing in yourself." Because sometimes the world rejects you not to stop you, but to shape you into someone unstoppable. And maybe you're in that moment right now. Maybe you've been ignored, rejected, overlooked. Good, because that might be the beginning of your relentless power. If this story spoke to you, if you believe rejection can build strength, subscribe to this channel. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we remind you that your comeback is still being written.